Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020 Career Mode episode 97. We're at the Tour de Suisse. It's stage 4 of 8. We're just having fun with this one, trying to get as high up the GC as we can with Pavel Rodriguez. And this is the first of 3 straight climbing stages. 4 straight climbing stages. So, first major test for our new GC contender, and here we are riding with Matteo Jorgensen, who was involved in a crash, took out about a dozen riders. One of them withdrew from the race, leaving us 11 in the group, but you can see there's 16 here. 5 Bahrain development team riders went backwards to support their leaders, Pavel Sivakov and Gianpaolo Tentoni. I don't know which one of the two was involved in the crash, or both, which one it is that they're riding for, but either way, this group went back, and they have not gained any ground. The reason why they haven't gained any ground, even though there's a lot of stage left to go, and we're just on the flat, is the Peloton has never been happy with the breakaway. We just caught that breakaway, though, so I would imagine the pace is going to start to lift, and a new break will try to form. You can see we're actually losing riders out the back. There wasn't a crash, but 5 riders just went behind the group. That's pace. Here comes a new breakaway trying to form. As we sit up, those 16 riders should regain contact here pretty soon. They've already pulled back half a minute. Jorgensen was part of that chase, but I've gone ahead and allowed Bahrain Development Team, as they've committed a bunch of riders to this cause, a good 5 or 6 riders to it, allowed them to take the reins and bury themselves to do it. This has been a really hard stage. We're already down to 74 kilometers, and this is still beginning of stage breakaway establishment pace. And you can see that there is some fatigue, and I'm occasionally getting that blinking red set to a 75, and every last rider here has suffered some fatigue. So today's stage is that much harder. Pace, as another group tried to take off from the front, it opened right back up, and this group right back to 2 minutes. I'm happy with this because 2 of the top climbers are back here and struggling. That's 2 contenders eliminated. And losing Jorgensen doesn't hurt me in any way. I mean, sure, I lose 1 climber, but he's literally our weakest climber in the pack. So I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Carlos de Mello, though, he's just about lost. I haven't gotten water yet. I'm going to have to. We're 66K from the finish, and we definitely want to do it before the climb. I was going to try to do water twice, but I was waiting for the pace to lift so that we could comfortably get water the first time. Now we're running kind of short on that, but with just 60K to go and 2 big climbs, I want to be able to. You can see Jorgensen now, they're really turning it on. It's getting desperate for Bahrain Development Team here, and 3 riders have been dropped. I wonder if that's Development Team guys. Yurshov's about to get dropped, so there's a 4th one from Bahrain Development Team. And yes, it is. It's all Bahrain Development Team riders out the back. That's 4 guys that they've lost now. So they are burying themselves trying to catch the Peloton, and it's just not happening. Carlos de Mello going backwards. It's getting too close. We're inside 60K. Let's get Rainsford to go get water. Moreno was supposed to be riding solo, but I had to replace Jorgensen. He was protecting Rodriguez, and we're still getting that little bit blinking red. Rainsford hopefully can make his way back through the field. They have gained a little time. I mean, it's 30 seconds that they've picked up. Again, occasionally the pace is lifting, but I guess we're in for a day with no breakaway, no established break. You don't see that very often, but it happens. Rainsford, come on, buddy. You got your water. Let's start moving forward. Carlos de Mello has recovered a little bit. So yes, pace has lifted somewhat here. DeMello on a -2, Rainsford on a -1, Jorgensen on a -1, but Berwick, Moreno, Rodriguez, Johnson all looking good. So we're going to have 4 guys definitely at the end of this first climb. Pace really starting to lift. Now it's down to a minute 15. Are these climbers going to be back in there? I mean, you see how tired Jorgensen is. I don't think there's going to be much left in the tank. Bahrain development team's going to, you know, kind of wipe the hand across the brow and give a nice phew. But I think it's too late. I think the damage is done. They are in a world of hurt now. All right, water. Rainsford, there you are. Rainsford almost to the front, and task done. Just in time. Okay, we're seeing a few guys attack to go get those sprint points. That's not our task. We're trying to just hang on and survive the climb. Those 4 riders already reeled back in. We're down to 120 in the peloton already. And we are just hitting the first climb of the day. Now, tempo. Tempo is definitely going to be a thing. Let's set this up to an 80. Jorgensen. Let's go ahead and fetch water, and then I'm going to set him to auto as soon as that's done. Because he's not going to make it back. Carlos DeMello, go ahead and set him to auto. He will be done here in just a moment.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Right. Rodriguez in a good position. Rainsford, Johnson both have slipped back. That's Johnson. Johnson, let's speed that up a little bit. And where is Berwick? Let's also speed that up a little bit.
Now the guys up front
I want them to try to survive this climb and then support Rodriguez in the final climb. So that's my hope. That's my goal. Peloton's already down to 44. There's that tempo. There is that tempo doing its damage, doing its dirty work. And we are seeing massive splits just at the base of the first climb of the day. Holy cow. All right. We got some guys in for trouble. Moreno is nearly done. Rainsford is nearly done. Let's get them to recover. Pace has lifted, but those groups behind us aren't closing the gap necessarily as we go through this flat section. It's going to start ramping up again right here. 8%. Okay, Carlos DeMello's group. You can see riders scattered all over the road. Van Mark, Van Barl, Jakobsen, Campenarts. Campenarts was the leader, I believe, at one point. Nikias Art, Haga, Groves out the back, Bennett, Eisenhart, Pollitt. More riders spread out all over the place. Going backwards. There's Rowe, Asgreen, Kruiswijk, Koos, Frele. There's Moreno. Moreno's been dropped. This has thinned out more than I thought. I might have taken too long going back here. Tollhook. Got CCC riding together. Here is Rainsford now. Rainsford has been dropped. Postelberger. Verts Schmidt. And this is what's left. 24 riders in the peloton now as we approach the top of this one. Dang, I got 3 riders. 3 riders in the group. All right, Johnson is going to protect. No, you know what? I'm going to let him ride solo. We're almost to the top. 1.5K. Let's set this to an 83 now. I just need to get these 3 guys to the top. There's no time bonus at the top, and I'm not worried about the KOM. Though Rodriguez went over right near the top. Okay, I want them to recover. Do we need water again? No. We were inside 60K, I think we'll be okay, especially with this fast
The
descent.
riders will take full advantage of
and
the incline
long
to get some
descent.
oxygen into their lungs, but they must remember to keep their shape.
Just 24 riders left. Those 10 behind, which includes Rainsford, could regain contact, but not necessarily. I don't think anybody behind that has much of a chance. Okay, recovery's on. Rodriguez is done. Berwick is done. Johnson.
Falling behind. A team
Johnson
leader
is
falling
working on it.
behind.
Okay, let's set this up. Berwick, follow Rodriguez, and Johnson, go ahead and protect. And Rodriguez, let's set you up for an 85. Johnson, we're going to use your gel right about the base.
We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
There are a few seconds available, but I'm not interested. And nobody seemed to be. Nobody pursued that. And here we go, final climb. I have 3 riders, 11.4K, and here comes the acceleration already. Pogacar, Bernal, and Ciccone going immediately at the bottom. So we reset. Rodriguez, follow Berwick. So they switch places. Now Johnson already at the front. Johnson, a little faster.
Counter-attack by Soler.
Okay, that's 3 guys slipping off the front. But we're seeing the counter attacks. Berwick slides into position ahead of Rodriguez.
10 kilometers to the
Took
finish
them a
line.
little while to make that switch.
It's in such percentages that the strongest can
It's all
create
back
some
together.
gaps.
Until it's not.
Things are hotting
Looks like
up at the
Pogacar
front.
goes clear. He does. Johnson. Come on, Berwick. Berwick, don't let that kind of gap open. There was no reason for it. There was no riders between you that cut you off. 8.6K. Johnson needs to go a little bit faster. I don't want to be in the back of the group. We're in the middle right now. Pogacar nearly caught. He's wasted a lot of energy. And he's been reeled back in. 7K to go. Johnson's gel is already done. We're seeing the next attack. It's Bernal. I'm riding for a high GC place, not necessarily to compete with the 2 best climbers in the world. Soler, at this point in the game. Not necessarily in the world today, real life, though actually they arguably, yeah, they're pretty close to that distinction. Okay, Johnson has reeled them back in. Back off a little bit. 5K to go, and Johnson is done. He's still at the front, though, so no reason to take him off the front until we need to. Down to 21 riders in the group. Johnson's going to 99 his way towards the rest, and here comes the acceleration. Johnson, don't block off Berwick, please. Thank you. 4K to go. Here's the big attack. This is the one that I need Rodriguez to respond to, but Berwick doing the response. It's a group of 6 chasing a group of 6. And now Rodriguez going solo. I want him to get into that group. There we go. It's back together, and it's a group of 12. 2.8K to go. Now it's a group of 9. Johnson and Berwick, both among those that have been dropped. Berwick in the chasing 3. Berwick, go ahead, and Johnson, go ahead. All right, in the group of 9, we have Bernal, Pogacar, Roglic, Bookman, Pinot, Soler, Hamilton, Ciccone. It is a truly elite group. Pavel, Rodriguez, the rookie, the super elite rookie. 1K to go. 1K to go.
The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
Bernal attacks. Rodriguez going for second place. He is going to get it. He's got second place. Bernal takes the win. Rodriguez grabs second place. He's going to get a time bonus for that. Roglic third. Hamilton, Bookman, Soler, Pogacar, Pinot, and Ciccone. Hanian comes in 10th, while Berwick solid in 11th place. Johnson takes 14th. Massive gaps behind. We are absolutely in contention for this race so far. Of course, today we were aided by those 3 climbers looking really good on this day. How will they look for the next 3 days? Can they keep it up? We'll find out. I thought Bernal might have gained a few seconds. I thought Rodriguez might have gained a few seconds. They don't. Top 4 get same time, though splits do happen immediately after that. Berwick gets same time as 10, 11, 12. Johnson comes in solo, and there you go. Thanks to the first stage, Pavel Rodriguez now tied, but has the virtual race lead, crossing the line first, ahead of Primož Roglič. Bernal up to third. There's your top contenders with Lucas Hamilton. 4 riders. Bookman 40 seconds behind. Soler 45 seconds behind. Pogačar is a minute 3. Definitely still a major threat. Pinot at a minute 9. Safonov, Ciccone, Berwick just outside of the top 10. Johnson also in very strong positions, but the gaps get pretty big, I'd say, from about Ciccone on back. So we're looking at maybe 9 in contention. I think Safonov might be a little too far off that top. Pinot, let's see, Pogačar is at 80, Soler is at 81. Hamilton, of course, Bernal at 83. Rodriguez is almost strong enough to be with those guys, but he's going to have some good days. Any bad days, any negative race day conditions over the next few days, and he could certainly lose a little bit of time and slip back. We'll do whatever we can to support it and get him up. But if he loses a couple mountain points any day, a 77, 76, won't quite be enough, and we could expect to lose about a minute, maybe more. So far, so good, though. He's going to have a nice special jersey. 4 races have announced that we will not be attending any of these 4 races. So our good record of getting invitations goes a little more as expected this time, as what is technically the last team in the Continental Pro Division. We get 0. Now on stage 5, we've got a breakaway of 6 that's still just finally getting firmly established, but the chase has been nothing like it was a day ago. We hit the sprint point, and then we begin the Allscat, our first Alls category climb of this race, and it's not the only one. We've got 2 or 3 more to go. 22 kilometers of climbing. Pace, not bad right now. Jorgensen's hurting, but he's not a great climber to begin with, and is sitting on a -4 today. So a 68 mountain rating, a 59 resistance today. Right now, he's the only one really taking any punishment, and we're nearly halfway up the climb. So I do not expect any fireworks today. It looks like we're going to be kind of just cruising through this stage. I don't feel the need to take tempo and accelerate and go hard. The breakaway will get caught, or at least chased on the descent. We bring back 1 rider, but that's it. And even Jorgensen made it.
Increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Down to 4 riders away. They do have a pretty decent gap. I was thinking about the sprint point at the bottom of this one if we were in contention, but with a 3.25 minute gap to 4 riders, no way we're catching them by the time we hit the bottom. We do need to get water, and Jorgensen is the guy to do that, which is why he's the one highlighted. So let's go ahead and get that water one last time here. We're close enough to the end, 70k with only 1 climb. I'm not worried about getting it an additional time, though it'll be a little tight at the end of this one. Okay, gap's been cut back by a half minute. Okay, we've got a climb that's going to be a bit more intense, and actually this is where we want to up tempo. Let's do so right now before we really start going up. So we have Berwick again looking good. Rodriguez is looking good again today as well. Johnson, strong climber. Moreno. We've got Rainsford, who's looking pretty good today, and Carlos de Mello. Let's switch their order just because of position. Carlos de Mello. I'm going to use Jorgensen's gel first. I will switch the order as soon as we can get out here and make that happen. As soon as I see Jorgensen move into the second spot.
They're moving along at a fair lick. You've just got to hang on.
So we're just trying to take control on this 10k 5% climb. Jorgensen does finally get into that second position. Let's go ahead and swap these guys around. Jorgensen's gel should be kicking off here pretty soon as well. And then Carlos de Mello, we will gel up. Oh, come on. Clicked on the gel. Jorgensen just stopped. And now he's going to have to start pedaling again. And look how much ground we lose. Oh, I hate how it does that. I get that this and this are close together. But it's way too easy to catch that out. And then whatever tempo we were just setting and pain we were putting into the Peloton is gone. They're relieved. We're already down to 5K now. Jorgensen, red bar's gone, but he's still got some yellow, so let's go 99, push whatever he's got left in the tank. Okay. Jorgensen done. Otto, de Mello. Take over again. We'll go 89 here. It's not like we've dropped a ton of riders. It's 112. Okay, on to Rainsford. Do you think it's a good time to make it a little bit harder here towards the top? Might drop a few riders. Brought it down to potentially 23 riders here as we're crossing the top. This is a good time to accelerate and solidify that position as we're about to descend towards the finish. It's still 48K. Okay, there's 48 kilometers to go. I doubt that we're going to keep those 84 riders at bay. But a long, slow descent is going to cover a really big chunk of this gap. So it's possible. It's possible that it'll prevent riders from recovering. Yeah, don't think we're going to accomplish anything with this time. It's 105 riders. There's the last little uphill swing. And then it's definitely mostly descent the rest of the way. But we're about to reel in the breakaway, so at least that's going to be done. But then it coming down to a sprint isn't the greatest thing either. Rodriguez, certainly faster than his previous counterparts. Rainsford, Moreno, recovering way at the back. Carlos de Mello is still in the group. This is really strung out, though. I mean, you could definitely tell that a team is turning the screw, and that team is us, and we caught the break. So, we're going to go like this. And we did our job as the lead team. Not going to split this up. We're going to let somebody else take over the job now. And we're going to see if we can get some guys back up here in position. Rainsford, go ahead and follow. Moreno, go ahead and follow. Get them up near the front. Johnson's still there, so that's good. We'll get him at the front of the line.
The Peloton has definitely
27K.
meaning that an attack is highly
Carlos
unlikely.
Mello also recovering now. So let's bring him up. Jorgensen isn't going to make it back. That's okay. Carlos de Mello. I'm going to have a nice little lead out train. Okay. Set ourselves up for a sprint for Rodriguez. Rodriguez 72-75 today with great stamina resistance. So who to lead him out? Well, I've got time. I don't need to stop to figure that out. It's not going to be Berwick. Not going to be Johnson. Rainsford's got a little bit of speed. Moreno's got some speed. So Moreno and Rainsford. So Moreno and
15 kilometers to the
Rainsford
finish
are going to
line.
be the main lead outs, and then Carlos de Mello. Well, Johnson's got a little more flat rating. We need to look at flat rating for these guys. So Johnson's going to be better. So we'll move Carlos de Mello up, and then Berwick is definitely going to be better. So Berwick, going to slide in there too. Okay,
Only
10K.
10 kilometers left.
It's time to get things going. So Berwick is going to follow Johnson. Rodriguez is going to follow Moreno, and that means Carlos de Mello. You're up, buddy. A sprint train of climbers. How will they do here in these final 10K? I was very right about this being the kind of stage, though, that it was going to be a large bunch finish. Rainsford, Moreno have both used their gels already. And we've already got ourselves out front. And we can start turning that screw. Carlos de Mello. Up in the speed here. 6K to go. Time to gel. Time to gel. Okay, 5K to go. On to Johnson. De Mello. Try to grab the back end
There
of
are
the group.
just 5 kilometers left.
And now we really want to push whatever's left. It's 4K. It's a little bit uphill. Okay, 3.5K, and I got a full team of guys who are not sprinters. So they're really not going to be turning a crazy pace.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
1.7. 1.4. I think we actually timed this relatively well. Moreno leading it out for Rodriguez. Rodriguez in a really strong position here, coming towards the finish line. He's going to win the stage? No, he's not. He is not going to win the stage. He is going to get overtaken right at the line by Chimias. Chimias, full sprint to the end. Rodriguez, not that quick of a guy, but he grabs second place. He's going to get another 6 seconds and further establish his lead in this race. It paid off. It really paid off. He was so dang close to getting the stage win as well, but I'm very happy with second place. Pogacar third, Machete, Moreno got fifth, Bernal, Pino, Soler. So contenders all there. No surprise, there was over 100 riders in that final group. Jorgensen the only one to get dropped, but hell yeah. Second place on what wasn't quite a sprint stage. I think a lot of the sprinters were certainly dropped on the climb, and we made it hard enough at the end there. There wasn't recovery. I mean, we almost went full stop from the second sprint point to the end, right? We made the climb hard. We made the descent hard, so there wasn't much recovery. Then we sat up for a little while, allowed another team to take over, and then we reclaimed the front position, made it hard all the way to the finish, and a group of climbers just let out Pavel Rodriguez for a second place on the stage, something we shouldn't have been capable of. So I'll take it. Really, really good result, even if it was mere millimeters from being a victory, and that's always disappointing to not get. Are you kidding me? We got a podium. We gained seconds, and for the guy we needed to gain seconds for, Pavel Rodriguez, further cementing his lead. Is he a contender to win the race? Well, there's still 3 climbs to go. I wouldn't say that he's going to get +4s every day like he's done. He's very happy with where he's at this race, and so he's getting a definite boost. And he's on a fitness peak, I believe. So yeah, he's starting with a base of +2. But can he keep it up for every climbing stage, that kind of race day condition? I doubt it. I doubt it. So I'm still thinking more of hanging on for maybe a 3rd place overall kind of thing. Looking to steal a podium spot instead of just top 5, which was what I was hoping for pre-race. I wouldn't rule out winning, but I don't think it's likely. Just a reminder that while the glitz and glamour might be focused on Pavel Rodriguez and his first proper GC hunt in a race that has time trials and serious climbs and World Tour top climbers true contenders. That might be the glitz and glamour, but it is this race, the Belgium Tour, that actually is the one that matters to our sponsor. It's the last one that matters to our sponsor. This is stage 3 of 5 of the Belgium Tour. This is the cobbled stage. Stage 4 is going to be the punchy stage, and it's through these 2 stages where it's going to determine whether we can grab a top 5 or not. Peloton, though, still entirely together as we go inside the final 50K. Waikikis is going to go ahead and grab water for the final time. I'm setting up sprinters for this one. We need to grab time. I need sprinters for that. But I'm also setting up my punchy riders to make sure that they are still in contention. I have 3 better climbers in Gin, Killen, and Vermark here. I'm going to focus on Gin and Vermark as the better 2 overall. Killen will be used as a support guy on stage 4. They're going to matter for that final top 5 positional. And then we've got to see if we can go for a stage. So that's either going to come down to a Monotoglu or Alves Machado, who are on a +1 and a 0 respectively. So they're not looking great for their chances of winning today's stage, but maybe if we can steal a podium, they can grab some seconds. Remember, there was a prologue to open this thing, and as a result, we're looking kind of shabby on timings. Nobody's in a great position. Nobody's near that top 5. We need to grab some seconds somewhere. I think that punchy stage 4 is definitely going to have a small group finish, but it's not going to be 5 riders left or anything like that. 1 rider left in the break. He's nearly caught. Our 3 short, punchy climbs on this one that make up all of the undulation on the day. We're on to the last one already. 81's giving us a little blinking red, but you can see all 142 riders still together. So let's go ahead and reset this. We'll set them up. We've got to attack those 2 cobbled sections coming up because they're 1K long and they're 4-star, and there's 2 of them. That is where this stage will be decided. There will be some splits, I think, and with 15K to go, it's early to be setting up and attacking, but we've got to get in position before we hit those 2 cobbled sections. We need to be at the front. Absolutely need to be at the very, very front of it. Alves Machado, good on cobbles, so he's probably the one to go for today and not a Monotoglu, even though a Monotoglu looks a little faster. He's got an okay cobble. They're actually identical today, so why don't we just set those 2 up, and then Vermark will follow and Gin will follow. Gin's looking a little bit better. We'll put Gin in between, and then that's our lead out. So we're going to burn through 3 guys. Waikikis or German? Let's see who's looking a little better. German's looking terrible on the cobbles, so let's save Waikikis to get through that. German, burn him up. Killen. Oh, of course, Killen's at the back. Killen, 99, buddy. 99. 99. Don't drop your whole team back to get your position, please. Thank you. He kind of did, but not too bad. But that's why I'm leaving him on a 99 to get him out front quicker. Now that he's found some space, we can back off a little bit. Not destroy our guys, but we still need to get to the front here. Come on, Killen. 12K to go. I didn't see the warning that we were coming up on it, but we're already on it. And Killen, look how far. Look how fast he's going backwards. Sprint, Killen. Come on, buddy. Come on. Look. Oh, Killen, you're killing me. Killen, get out of the way. German. Into the second one. 73 riders left in the peloton. We're in the middle of it. Almost a split up front. That could have been dangerous. Now it's 56 riders, and we are at the back of this group. 8K to go. German's already toast. Waikikis, time to go, buddy. 97. Come on, bring us forward. We're going to contest this stage. We need to get up and fast. We've got a lot of ground to cover here. Wykank is too fast for Vermark. Again, sliding backwards, but now we're moving up. That little uphill swing really helping us out. 5K to go. Gel. Okay, 95 now. You are fast, buddy. And you're going to get out there where we need you. Good. Okay. 4K, 99. Red bar is gone, so just set whatever tempo you can. You're only leading out 2 guys, and they are the ones on your wheel. Sunweb coming along, and we lose position. Alves Machado, it's 2.4K. 97, Alves Machado. This is not the kind of lead out I wanted. There goes Sunweb. Ouch. Okay, Alves Machado. No, he's down to just red bar, and done. Monotoglu, you're going to have to go solo. And you can't sprint yet because it's... Oh, come on. Sprint, buddy. Sprint. He's going to miss top 3. He took way too long to get that leg just churning. Ekoff, Gamba Rainsford, Bauhaus, Quentin Hermans, Monotoglu takes 5th ahead of Keto, Allager, Craig Anderson, Narvaez, Ginn gets 11th. There are gaps. Will they give some gaps today? There could be. There could be some gaps today. Kevin Vermark was 14th, so Ginn and Vermark were both up there. Oh, I would love to see some gaps after this one. I knew riders would get dropped, but this isn't that intense of a cobbled race, so I figured there wouldn't be much. Okay, same time for our 2 key guys. Gaps. Come on, where's the gaps? There's a gap. Minute 21. 51 riders left in contention. Okay. 51 riders left in contention. That's good. Monotoglu sits 5th. Important, but it's the next stage that's going to be more important. Killen is 17 seconds behind. Really, we're looking at 2 guys, Ekoff and Rainsford, that have gained time. Got to watch out for them. But then to get top 5, we're looking at 14. So 3 seconds behind. Ginn is 4 seconds behind. Alves Machado is 6 seconds. Wykankis is 7. Vermark is 8. Can he win that next stage? If he gains 10, right? Suddenly he's 12 seconds back. He's in 3rd place. And there's that gap. 51 riders left in contention. Let's say 50. Homan too far back. 50 riders in contention for the top 5. Not great, but it's a better group. It's a smaller group, and I've got plenty of guys that are in that potential range. Monotoglu, 67 hills, 64 mountain. We'll try to keep him around, but we're going to focus mainly on Killen and Vermark and hoping we end up with 10, 15, maybe 20 riders at the end. And we're going to have to look at grabbing some time out there. Even if Killen just picks up 3 seconds, all of a sudden he'll find himself probably in or around the top 5. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.